Hey everybody, and welcome to my in5 series on the SP404 mk2, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Frederick Stereo wrote into my M8 video saying how to use the M8 as an external sequencer to record that into your patterns on the SP404 mk2, and asked why I didn't use count in wait. And mostly it's a reason because of just previous other gear experience where the gear's not sending the BPM until you hit play. It's not sending other information. And if you're not starting on 1-1, sometimes that causes you some issues getting stuff into a pattern. That said, I did go back and play around with it, and I've got a few things I can show you. So first of all, I've got the same settings on the M8 for transport control and clock being sent, and the SP404 mk2 is taking the external information. So that's all good. Come to bank A, where I have a similar pattern to what I had in the previous video, just doesn't have the automation in it and randomization. We can see it is playing these 3 pads no problem from this Midi track. So if I want to record this over from the M8, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to pattern mode, hit record, I'm going to hit pad 5. I don't want to be in TREC mode. I want to be in real-time mode, and I'm going to hit exit to come out of here just to show you a couple pieces of information. One, we can see that the EXT source, or the EXT BPM, is coming from the M8. It's the M8 is sending that over. Awesome. We're in wait note, so you can switch to wait note if you hold shift and hit pad 10. So you can go basically between wait, count in off, 1 measure, 2 measures. For what Frederick Stereo was suggesting, we're going to go into wait. And when I hit play, it's going to start recording. And at the end of the measure, I'll just stop playing, not a problem. And if we come over, we can see it's playing the exact same pattern that we had been playing from the M8, but it's now in the SP404 mk2. So the thing that I had been worried about was, and why I was doing this kind of a little bit more awkward recording method, is if I delete the 1-1 and the 1-3 kicks, so now we're just doing the hi-hats. What can happen on some devices is basically this hi-hat that's not on 1-1 that you want recorded when it is in time will pop up and be your 1-1 because it won't start recording until after. But I did run this experiment. If we go record, we'll do a new pattern. Again, we'll just exit out so you can see EXT, its BPM is coming in, we're on wait note, all that good stuff. So if I come in now and hit play, what we want to have happen is it starts recording as soon as that playhead starts moving. And I hit play, and it looks good. And if I exit out and then hit shift record to get into TREC mode, we can see it's lining up the pads for the recording where we want them to. And even more fun is if we go copy this over, and let's say we just come into the M8. I'm just going to delete everything. And then let's say we want to add in kick drums. And this is not, I mean, I would probably just use TREC for this or play it in by hand. But, you know, if you start doing like automation or other things from an external device, you know, we just have like a 4 on the floor kick. Let's say I want to add and overdub that onto this pattern. I would come in, hit pattern 7. We want to not be in TREC mode. We want to be in real-time mode. And what's going to happen is we're going to exit out. We're still in getting the external BPM. We're in wait note. So now when I hit play, it should line those kicks up correctly with the hi-hats. Awesome. So now we can play this, no problem, and have things lined up. So thank you, Frederick Stereo, for writing in. I probably wouldn't have thought to go mess with this for some time and use the wait to come in with, especially with the M8, because as I said, there's been other external devices and sequencers I've used that I've just had problems with. Maybe I need to go back and check the settings. But yeah, everybody, I hope this helps you out and understands how to do some of these things. And just one last thing, just to kind of go over a few of the settings, I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to go up. I'll just show you what I have. I mean, the MIDI settings on the M8, really the important thing is up here Where it says sync out, I've got clock and transport. So that's making sure you're sending the BPM that you have the M8 set to, and you've got the transport control so it knows when to start and stop playing. And over here on the SP404 Mark II, if we just go over to Midi, the important one is you want Midi sync. I mean, you can do auto. The only reason I usually try and, when I'm recording for something else, I will try and just set it to wherever the Midi's coming from is so that, because I usually have like a USB and Midi in there. I want to make sure it's getting the Midi clock from the right place. And I think that's really all you need to have set up. So anyway, guys, I hope this helps you out. I hope this gives you like some quick settings if you're looking to do some of these things. I do think that the M8 and the SP404 Mark II are a great pair with each other. Super fun to work with, all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you, Frederick Stereo, one last time. Everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.